Hello folks, thanks for joining me on our short explainer today. I'm going to show you how to put music into your F-100D Super Saber. First, you'll pick out a ground vehicle. It doesn't matter which one. In this case, it's an MRAP because I am a millennial Iraq era type service guy, so that's what I'm going to put on the map. We'll need to add a couple of mission options here. You'll go to add, perform command, set frequency, and then you will set this up to the frequency that we're tuned to on the plane. Understand this is in megahertz in the the mission editor. So when you enter the number, do not put 850 and then enter it, because that's 85,000 megahertz by the formulas. You'll need to put 0.82, which would be the way of getting 820 megahertz that you can tune to on the radio compass in the jet. So bear in mind for this exercise, again, you don't want to put 820 in the kilohertz, because that's going to be megahertz, and that's a whole different tier. You got to convert it. So put a decimal there, and that will translate to megahertz in the jet, and that way you can actually tune it. This was a lesson I had to learn the hard way, because I picked up this tip from the forum, and the member on the forum did a very good job of outlining how to go through the steps, but he neglected to mention that little detail, and that tied me up for a good hour and a half wondering why it didn't work. So once again, go to the vehicle, set up your frequency. Next action, what you're going to do is pick out that mission option, which I've already done, perform command, transmit message, and then you will pick the sound file that you're going to loop. This is essentially going to act as your music playlist. You'll create that outside of DCS with some kind of audio tool like Audacity, for example. You can take several music files, put them together with that tool, and export it as an OGG file. That's, again, something that you'll want to do offline from this exercise, but once you've put together your list of songs, you will save it as an OGG, name it something that you can remember, and then you will click the select button there to navigate to the folder directory that is stored at, and that's how you'll point DCS to it. So after you've made those changes, you'll save the mission, load it up. Take a moment here to admire that elegant Hun with all those snake eyes under the wing. And now we're in the plane. So now we'll look down at our radio compass here. First thing to do, flip that to CW. The constant wave, I think that's what that stands for. Go to your frequency slot there, and then use the tune rotator there to dial it into the correct frequency. Switch your rotating knob to antenna. You'll want to take a bit of a close look at that, because the knob is a little crumbly, a little worn out there, so it might be difficult to see where the actual dial is. Again, make sure that is set to the antenna setting or loop. You can use loop if you want to double it as a navigation aid. And then once you've turned that on, you'll hear the music. If the frequency is coming through nice and loud, enjoy your tunes. Take a moment and enjoy your work. Open the canopy and cruise out of here with your 60s bossa nova on the headset. Now, do remember that this is using a broadcast radio signal, so just like a real-life radio station, once you get outside of the range, you will gradually lose the station. So if you want to listen to the music in multiple parts of the map, you'll want to put multiple vehicles down that broadcast the same signal and the same frequency, so that you can listen to your music. Or you can mix it up and have different frequencies and different songs and different tracks, up to you. But that's how you get music into your F-100 Super Saber, folks. Enjoy your Hun and jam out. Thanks for tuning in. If you like my content, consider subscribing so you'll be notified when I post my next video. Thanks again for watching, everyone.